Morning. It is a nice, damn near 40-degree day. All the snow is going away. There are Canadian geese flying north, and it's feeling like spring. Today I'm going to be back in the shop. That 270 that we put a new water pump in, all of a sudden the radiator decided it wanted to start leaking. So now I gotta tear it all down again and pull the radiator out for the second time. Up on top here, the neck on that radiator, it's all cracked and broke. So we brazed it and then put a bunch of JB weld to just kind of help seal it up. And somebody, not me, washed it, and that thing was pretty iffy looking to start with. So after you wash it and put a little abuse on it, not so good. But it's got a leak in it now, so I took it out and drove it around, making sure the water pump wasn't leaking, which it didn't. But we got a pinhole in the radiator, so I'm gonna get at that today. And hopefully, if it gets nice and warm, we are gonna wake up somebody from hibernation. Because this poor girl's been sitting all winter. It's been waiting to go in the shed, but I never got that far. And I'm curious to see how my 50-gallon barrel, if that kind of expanded, contracted with the cold weather. I am going to replace that eventually with a steel one. It kind of did get contorted or flexed a little when it was cold, but I fixed that by sticking a rock here. That's not a permanent solution, but it worked, so it's not stupid. But one thing I'm really impressed with is underneath this motor, there is not a drop of oil. It does not leak a drip. You get back there, and of course the transmission, there's a little bit of hydraulic fluid under it, but no engine oil to speak of, which is awesome. So later today, later in this video, we're gonna fire that thing up. I'm hoping the battery's up. It's just got one battery in it. But it's like 1,000 cranking amps, so hopefully. Well, I had to walk down to the barn to grab a phone charger, and I up here and I looked at this thing and I decided I've been waiting all winter to fire it up. So I'm just gonna start it now. So funny story, when I got this tractor, the engine put in anyway, and I wired up the starter, and I had not ran the motor and had not heard it run at all. I just picked it up, and I just bumped it over to see if I had my starter wired up, and it probably did like half a revolution and fired right up. I didn't even have any fuel lines hooked up. There was just enough fuel in the injection pump. It fired up and ran for probably 30 seconds. And that 30 seconds was the scariest moment of my life, because I had no way to control the throttle or anything. So I had to hurry up, climb down, didn't even have the steps on. I jumped off. This platform wasn't here. There wasn't a seat on it. So I was sitting on this little hump there, and I had to climb off it. Luckily, I wasn't in gear, because I totally would have forgotten, just dumped the clutch, climb down off it, and start pulling on linkages on the injection pump, and finally got it shut down. But once all the smoke settled, it was a really cool feeling. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now. We got lights, that's good. Battery voltage is above 12. Every time I start this thing, it's like watching my kids walk for the first time. It's just, I love it. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, warm up, and charge that battery back up, which is actually charged up pretty good, so. Alrighty, got her skirts off, and now you gotta pull all these bolts. Oh, no, how did we do this last time? I should remember because we just pulled the radiator out less than a week ago. We left these in, but it'd probably be a lot easier to get the new one in if we pulled these off first. Maybe, I don't know. That's got to come off. Got to take the fan off. You might be able to get it out with the fan on, but it's a heck of a lot easier with it off. Yeah, I don't know. Just start taking bolts out, I guess. Okay, I'm wondering if I should actually drain this now. I know when we took it off the first time, this lower radiator hose was a pain in the butt. So actually, if I take that off, and I can slide it forward just a bit to open that up, drain whatever's left in it. This has got to come out too. Yeah, I'm going to take those bolts off first and see what happens. Okay, right or wrong, I'm going to take this brace off, and that'll get me right in that hose. The radiator's actually just sitting in here loose now. The only thing holding it should be both hoses. So I think if I take this off, I can kind of push it forward, get at that, let all the coolant drain out of it, and Bob's your Annie. Well, we are getting most of it. I got that hose off-ish for the most part. Pretty sure if I just pull that one. And let me double check the other side. Yeah, this is all free. I can actually leave this brace in. And hopefully, just get the hoses off and lift right out of there. Should work, in theory. Well, there it is. There's a big chunk of copper and aluminum, right? Maybe some brass. Looks like brass. I don't know, whatever radiators are made out of. She's gone. The next one should hopefully be here tomorrow, which is, what the heck is the date today? Today's Wednesday. So hopefully it's here by at least Friday. I want to get this thing out of here. We got our 5120 Maxim Case IH. It's our little 4-wheel drive loader tractor that needs a new rear main seal. And they wanted to bring it in alongside this one, but I did not plan for that when I pulled this one in. So it would fit in here, but I don't think you'd squeeze between the tractor or the table. So we'll get this one all buttoned up and out of here before we roll that project in. I got my welder down in the barn, but I'm gonna go grab that and do some welding on this thing today. And now that I got the tractor all fired up, I'm kind of looking forward to putting that cab on it. I don't know, there's a lot more stuff I wanted to do to it, but at the same time I just want to get it back in the field. Not that it'd be back in the field yet anyway, so we shall see. We got some expertise loading going on. Funny how one hand signal means like 12 things. Alrighty, new radiator for this thing is supposed to be delivered sometime today. So the next project is getting my damn four-wheeler to run. I got a new voltage regulator here, and I got a not completely dead battery out of it that I'm hoping I can charge up and get going. But I do got a new battery coming, but that might be a while yet. So plus I got an oil change, air filter, and all that. So we're gonna work on this today, and hopefully that radiator gets here sometime so we can get that thing put back together and done. All right, well, I got the new one in. It was a pain to route that wire, all the little nooks and crannies. I'm guessing they put all that stuff on and then just throw the plastic on over top. So, you know, F the guy who has to work on it. Ooh, we're getting over voltage. Oh, I hope that means that thing ain't bad. I don't know how that would relate back to that. And now it's just clicking, but it's acting like it still got some power. I do not know what's going on with this thing, and it's making me really mad. And there's my light for a junk battery. Only kicking out 8 volts. Fun. Apparently when I put the charger on it, that somehow charges at 16 volts, which is out of range for 12 volts. And that battery is complete junk, and it's already down to 6.5. I don't know why I can't just hire people to fix my stuff. Why am I always like, oh, I can do it myself? It's stupid. There's people for this. I don't have to try to figure it out. But oh yeah, because that costs money and it's expensive. That's why. So, in completion here, what I have determined is I'm hoping that that battery that's in there is just complete junk and causing all these issues, which that's like the second or third battery I put in this machine once all this electrical stuff started happening. And so hopefully that voltage regulator was bad and this is gonna fix it. But that battery is bad from before, so I don't know. I got a new battery coming, so I'm gonna throw that in, and hopefully everything will just start working then. I don't know, fingers crossed. It is like 2 o'clock, and there's no UPS man with a radiator for this thing, so I guess we're gonna wait on that. But I'm sick of working on this, and I'm kind of just chasing myself in circles trying to figure out a problem when I know I got one problem, so yeah. I am not a very big fan of Polaris, which before this, I never had a bad thing to say about this four-wheeler. I didn't like Polaris, but I like this one. Now its true colors are showing. Alright, so this isn't the way I wanted to end this video because that thing's not put back together, and apparently that radiator might take 2 weeks to get here, so I didn't want to wait 2 weeks to end this video. The four-wheeler battery should be here by the end of the day, Monday, which I didn't want to wait that long to finish this video. So this will be the end of this video. Hopefully that radiator doesn't take 2 weeks to get here. Hopefully that battery gets here Monday. But I just wanted to take a moment to remind you that the giveaway is still going. I'll put a link to it right here. And remember, watch the video, like the video, comment on the video, because that's how I'm going to select the winner. I'm just going to scroll through the comments. So if your comment isn't there, you ain't going to win. And thanks to everybody who's been subscribing. We shot up a little bit in subscribers, and that's perfectly fine. You could just subscribe and enter. That's cool. It's kind of unfair to my long subscribers, but I know who you are. And there'll be more giveaways coming. So last I checked, we were at 225, so we'll probably do something for 300, 400, yada yada. But that's gonna end it for this one. Kind of an incomplete video and an incomplete tractor, and I'm not super happy about it, but thanks COVID, it kind of messed up everything. And this four-wheeler, if a new battery doesn't fix it, it's gonna be gone. And then I'm gonna try to explain to my wife how I need to buy a new four-wheeler instead of fixing mine. So, thanks for watching, everybody.